One of the things I can remember when we first started the Peace River Valley Citrus Growers Association was in 1993, and a lot of growers got together and formed this association. It meant a lot to me as far as meeting people and learning about the industry.
But we started late in 1992 and really started to roll in 1993. And actually it was somewhat easy to organize because everybody really wanted the same thing. We wanted a voice in agriculture.
Remember the first meeting we had at the rodeo grounds trying to organize the association a year after they formed the association, and DeSoto and Hardy were kicked off. They brought Manatee and Sarasota County into the fold. Instead of being just 2 counties, we were now 4 counties in the Peace River Valley growing area. More recognition with the other growers associations, and certainly with the Department of Citrus and Citrus Mutual. Visible to more legislators and friends that we needed in either Washington or Tallahassee, depending on what was going on.
Thing that you're going to see in an organization that lasts this long is great leadership. This organization has had many great board members that have come and served their time, but there's been one constant source of leadership that we've followed over the years, and that's our executive director.
I, for one, am a firm believer in the value of Peace River Valley Citrus Growers Association. We've been members and supporters ever since its inception. It was never clear to me that in 2000, when we had our first big tanker find in DeSoto County, how important the association was. We were all shocked at the time to have a find here. We were dealing with multiple agencies, FDAX, DPI, USDA, all at one time, descending upon DeSoto County. And thank goodness for Barbara and the association to be our conduit to handle logistics in that case. There were many more growers affected, and Barbara was able to walk them through the process and be the conduit between us and these agencies. And it's just one example of many where the value of the regional associations is so important.
I think one of the things that impressed me the most in the last year and a half, the influence of our grower organization in getting Mr. Hollingsworth and Mr. Clark on the Citrus Commission, and along with the other good appointments, I think we now have the best commission we've had in several years. Well, I'm very impressed with our local organization, the way they are and have been working with Florida Citrus Mutual.
Today, I can proudly say that I think this association is the most respected association in the state. I was chairman of the Farm Service Agency at the time of the hurricane, and Barbara was a liaison in trying to get the disaster plan implemented. We both tried to do our best to get the money to the growers as quick as we could, and Barbara was very instrumental in getting everybody the information they needed, everything they needed to get their compensation and to help growers get back on their feet.
Peace River Valley Citrus Growers has been important to our company and to my family, in that it's provided a voice for the industry and for the local growers and the local community. The tools that it provides as far as help with swift mud, regulatory issues with pesticides, almost every aspect of the industry our organization touches. So it's a very helpful tool as a grower, and we're pleased to be part of it.
One of the neatest things we've come up with was the estimate breakers. I mean, you get all these growers together. It gives us a chance to, you have 100 growers in DeSoto County, and you have them in Hardee County, and people from Highlands and Polk County like to come down and be a part of it.
So the local organizations that we have, there's a lot of issues that affect just a smaller area. As somebody locally that can deal with some of these issues is important. You know, maybe it's with the Water Management District, maybe it's with some other government agencies that we're dealing with. And even your elected officials, legislative type officials. When there's somebody locally not 4 or 5 counties away that they can talk with our local delegation, and I think they have a bigger, better impact with those people because they are local people.
Well, I think that in today's world where we have so many issues facing this industry, I think the dissemination of information is so vital to keep growers informed as to what's going on in our world and the worlds that we're not directly involved with. I've always felt that the Peace River newsletter has always been a very thorough. It gives a lot of information that's to the point. I look forward to receiving it. It keeps me abreast of what's going on in the industry.
Be able to have a regional grower association that has an opportunity to build relationships with county commissions, with state legislators, with folks that are decision makers in our world means everything.
And a lot of the issues that I might not know about, I'm out growing oranges, and we're out fertilizing, spraying. We don't have a chance to, but we have Barbara as our representative and the board of directors to work with the Citrus Mutual and Florida Department of Citrus to keep us informed. It helps us to be better informed.
Over the years, Peace River Valley Citrus Growers Association has allowed me to come to events where they have provided educational opportunities ranging from HLB therapies to hedging of trees to deal with HLB and diapreppes. And the one that stands out most in my mind for recent years has been the bus tours in November, which have been just fabulous. They allow me to gather a lot of knowledge, both on the bus, speakers on the bus, and at sites we arrive at, that we can go back at Southeast AgNet and share with the whole industry through our web, our magazine, our e-news, and our radio programs. And this, of course, shows, I think, the whole industry what a proactive group Peace River Valley is in keeping its members educated. Along with that, we have a strong, unified voice. We are politically active with PAC and involved as well in the GAP talks. Who would have known that such an organization would become so involved with the issues we are now facing? First it was canker, then greening, and the anti-dumping issues. This organization has been at the table fighting for local growers the whole time.
I remember when we first made this meager beginning 20 years ago at the rodeo grounds. We had a meeting talking about a local growers association that could work on local issues. Little did we know at that time, 20 years later, we'd be a growers association that's quoted on any major publication, any trade show anywhere in the state, that's always there in the forefront. I think the impact of the Peace River Valley Citrus Grower Association has helped the small grower communicate. It's gave them an insight. It's gave us communications from the top down, from the bottom up.
I basically think of it as a team and a great team. a lot of relationships and made a lot of good friends in the association. There are givers and there's takers. And I believe in the Peace River Valley Citrus Growers Association. All our membership and most all our directors are givers. That's what makes it great.
Founding members, they deserve a lot of credit for having the vision of where we are today. I want to thank all the past directors for doing such a great job. And the future looks very bright. Happy 20th anniversary to everybody.